My fellow short-term rental university members, I'm here to deliver the State of the Union, and it is excellent, filled with tons of opportunity, but also fraught with risk. My friends, we have an unprecedented time in the investment opportunity right now in the short-term rental space. When done right, I've never seen returns that are asset-backed, tax-advantaged, with as much opportunity and as little risk. But when done wrong, it's almost the exact opposite. I've never seen more fast money chasing bad opportunities that are going to ultimately collapse in the future. And I want to make sure that everybody that's watching this channel is on the first side of that equation and doing things properly and not chasing yesterday's returns or throwing hard-earned money and income towards misplaced, misguided opportunities that seem so good only to find out that they're really not actually realized. So how can we do this better? Well, let's start to take a look at the opportunity set in the Airbnb space. The Airbnb is incredibly fast growing. They are going public this year. They are competing with the likes of Expedia that own HomeAway and VRBO. Booking.com is in the space. Google is rumored to be entering the space. And so there's more and more platforms, and there are more and more hosts coming online, and there's more and more like good spirit and people like us, hospitable hosts that are doing everything in our power to welcome guests into our communities, and yet at the same time communities are doing everything in their power to stop hosts like us from benefiting and attracting these guests. And so while the opportunities are great, the risks are great, and there's a lot of money at stake. So how do we play in 2020 to make sure that our hard-earned investment dollars generate the returns and the income that we want? Well, the very first thing I have to say is we have to think differently. We have to behave differently. We have to be better hosts. We have to be more hospitable. All of the things that I've been teaching about in 2019 and earlier become all the more relevant in face of this like increased competition. The growth is encouraging and exciting, but it also means that there's more competitors. And many of these competitors are early to the game, so all the mistakes and lessons and opportunities that we've learned about over the course of the last few years, we can't rest on our laurels and just let that be like, well, here's who we are. We need to improve. We need to improve gradually, consistently, and we need to go for places that we've never done before, which means we need to think outside the box. We need to start to brand our properties. We need to find unique locations. We need to decorate differently. We need to stand apart from the sea of competition that's coming in. And for those of you that are not really clear on what it is that I'm discussing, please watch some of my prior videos. I've covered this at length and I'll continue to do so because I feel very strongly that when Airbnb and hosting is done properly in a unique way, a branded way, with unique locations, with great hospitality, and using some of the ecosystem that's happening, we've got more tools, we've got more platforms, we've got more technology. We have resources that we didn't have a year or two ago, and we must use them to our advantage because believe you me, behind us, the people that are not watching this video, there's floods of money coming in. Venture capital money is coming in like you've never seen before. Hundreds of millions of dollars are being raised at billions of dollars of valuations, and we must stand apart from that. And the way to do that is to do what small mom and pop, small entrepreneurs, small business owners like you and I can do, which is we add our personality, we add our care, we add our love, we welcome people into our community, into our home. We don't do this at the fast food McDonald's, just generic stuff at generic prices, and it's all about scale. What we're doing is the exact opposite of that, and that will never go out of vogue or out of style, and it's completely dependent on entrepreneurs like you and I and our efforts and our creativity and our mindset and our opportunity. And I am here for 2020 and beyond to help guide those that believe that this is the way to do this properly, show you the way, hold you by the hand, and take you along the journey, because I've never seen an opportunity that's more exciting and more opportunistic with more tax advantages, and just it's an incredible time to be a short-term rental host if you know what it is that you're doing. So as far as I'm concerned, the State of the Union for 2020 is excellent, with a little caveat, a little footnote, an asterisk saying, when done properly. Mass, generic, low price, playing in that scrum, competing with everyone else in the building, in the condo, on the floor, I think those days are over. I think that's a money-losing game, and I would encourage everybody who's in that space to reconsider and possibly unwind and come join us where I think the opportunity is great and the grass is green and the field is wide open. There's very little competition if you know what you're looking for. So I'd love to hear your comments below. Where do you think we are? What is the state of the union in 2020? Where are you investing? What opportunities do you see? And one of the risks that we're going to be talking about in 2020 and beyond is the use of the word risk. There's a lot of people who don't even think about risk, and that is a risk in and of itself. So if risk isn't in your vocabulary, let's introduce it gradually and slowly, but I want you to think more about the risk than the reward in 2020, and in doing so, I think you'll be very well rewarded. So leave your comments below, like the video, and as always, I'm going to encourage you to subscribe so we know exactly what to do in 2020 and beyond. Thank you, friends. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video. I just want to share with you that the Host Saver one-click website tool is now live. Like, people are on it, they're using it all the time, and we really want to encourage you to take control of your financial future by building your own brand and building your own business and getting off the dependency of the platforms. Take charge and control of your own future and develop relationships with your clients, the people that have come and stayed in your home. Tell them about discounts or specials that you have. Tell them that you expanded. Tell them anything that you want. Write blogs and start to get your own traction, right? Attract your own tribe using your own website. This is what businesses do. It's 2020. The time is now for people like me and you to build our own website and become platform agnostic. So go ahead and click in the description below to register for the Host Saver. One click and you have your own custom, absolutely gorgeous, works flawlessly website. Can't wait to see you there. Let's go, friends.